is coming over the horizon. It is spring-alicious. Hey everybody, I am Megan Wright. I am coming to you right outside the Welcome Center in Vail Village. We are excited to have you join us. We have so much to share with you. A big, huge event weekend coming up for us. We have actually 26 days left of skiing, so get your gear and get out here. We got Trisha Swenson in the studio. We're excited. Vail Valley Live starts right now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. I'm Trisha Swenson here in our studios at Grand Hyatt Vail. We just saw Megan Wright at the base of Bridge Street, right by the Welcome Center, the La Cantina restaurant, the Vail Village Parking Structure, and the Colorado Snow Sports Museum, a big hub of activity right there. And what a glorious shot, seeing the sun peek over the mountains, our daylight hours getting a bit longer. In fact, the sun doesn't set until tonight at 7:26 p.m. So get out there, enjoy it. We're gonna have another sunny day and another warm day for you as well. So we'll give you weather details today. We'll give you events, activities, a lot of events, like Megan mentioned on the show for today. So we're gonna kind of lay out what's happening throughout the week and then leading into this weekend. Because up valley, down valley, we got quite a few things to let you know about. But a couple ways that you can chime in with us today. If you want to be a part of our show, you can ask us questions on either our YouTube or Facebook channels. Just search in Vail Valley Live on our YouTube page, or just seek us out on Facebook. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube page, set those alerts so you know when we're live, and you can let us know where you're watching from, or if you have any questions today. We've got, April Fool's Day coming up. We've got Easter the following weekend. And did she say 26 days till the season ends? And that's even less over at Beaver Creek. Beaver Creek will be closing on April 16th, and Vail will be closing on April 23rd. And we just heard official word that Vail is holding true to that closing day, despite Heavenly and North Star and Kirkwood extending their seasons out in the Lake Tahoe Basin. And of course, Copper Mountain's extended, different Utah resorts have extended. Vail is not extending. So we just want to remind you about that here on the show today. It's going to be staying true to its original closing date of April 23rd. So get out there and enjoy all the activities and the slopes. The snow is so good out there right now. Talked to a few people that got up even yesterday afternoon. They went up at 2, made a few laps, and the snow was awesome today. Now, it's a little warmer. So this morning, it's not 0 degrees like it was yesterday when I came in. We're in the teens, even in some parts of the valley. And once that sun gets a little higher in the sky, it's going to warm up quite rapidly today. So today we're going to see highs in the 40s. This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, just about a half-hour drive away from here over Vail Pass, exit 205 on I-70. You'll find the shops on both sides of the interstate in Silverthorne. But right now, we're already at 15 degrees, mostly sunny, and we're going to see a high of 47 degrees for your afternoon. So it'll take a little while. We'll get up there, even by about when they open the lifts, we'll be into the 20s. So right now, Beaver Creek's at 19, Vail's at 18, so maybe even a little bit of an inversion going on with the sun warming up the air above the valley floor, which tends to stay shadowy. But by late morning, we'll be into the 30s. By noon, well above freezing. And then as we go into the afternoon, we'll just watch that climb into the 40s. Yesterday, I couldn't believe it. I got in my car right around 4:30 in the afternoon. It was a 40-degree swing from when I had first driven into the studio, and it was 0, and then it was 41 degrees. So we had quite a temperature fluctuation yesterday. And we're going to see that again today, but we're just not as cold this morning. So overnight lows, we'll see those dropping down into the 20s. And then for your Friday or for tomorrow, we'll drop down a few degrees. We won't be quite as warm, and more clouds will start to roll in. And we could maybe see a little bit of snow overnight. Now, Friday is when we see the most accumulation, and our temperatures are going to drop a bit too. So we'll be below freezing 30, just below that 32 degrees freezing mark, and the overnight low of 20. Well, we could see, maybe 3 to 5 inches during the day, another 1 to 2 overnight. So maybe Saturday will be that powder day, and then Saturday, sunshine returns, warmer temperatures return. So it looks like we're gonna have a nice weekend, and even on Sunday, wow, look at that. Another day into the 40s. That's more like it. But here's what we're talking about. We could see about maybe 7 inches out of the storm on Friday, and then maybe a little bit on Thursday and on Saturday. We could get 10 more inches of snow in the next couple of days. So we're looking forward to that. No new snow to report just due to that abundant sunshine yesterday. And then we'll take a break in the cloud cover and the snow for the weekend. And then by midweek, we could see another one of those midweek storms. So once again, that's your Weather Mountain Report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. But hey, let's take it outside to find out what it feels like out there, because yesterday, Heather and I were both in the studio. No one drew the short straw to stand out there for 0 degree weather. But let's find out what it's like and what it feels like out there. We've got Megan Wright, but she's joined by Michelle Cohen Levy, who is going to be kind of hopping in today, doing a little reporting for us. Yeah, girls, good to see you. How are
Hi,
you?
we got Michelle Cohen-Levy in our crew today.
All right,
Yay!
awesome. Yes, and well, let's get a little information from Michelle. I know you've been in the valley for a little bit of time now. Tell us what you do and what you like to do for your fun activities.
Hi, thanks so much. Yeah, my name is Michelle Cohen-Levy. I've been here for about 8 years. I'm the cantor at the synagogue here at B'nai Vail, and I also am a gig musician, a hospital chaplain, a victim services advocate, and all sorts of other things. I'm so happy to be here, and thanks so much for having me today.
Well, and don't you also have like three little kids? You're also a busy mom, right?
Yes, absolutely, I do. I have a 5, 7, and 9 year old,
Woo!
and yeah, they've been raised here, and we love skiing and being outdoors and doing all kinds of stuff together here.
Okay, well, perfect. Well, we'll talk to you a little bit more about your gigging around town and the music that you play in just a moment. But wow, I got to tell you, Megan, that shot when you opened the show, it just looked like it was the golden hour. I mean, what a glorious morning out there today.
I know. We can actually say springalicious now because this last couple weeks, even though it's been spring, it's been freezing.
Yeah.
And today,
Oh
not
yeah.
the case.
Yeah, not the case today. But you know what? I gotta say, even with that cold weather, it's kept our snow so I'll say winter like, very January like, because you know how it is. We haven't quite had a lot of that freeze thaw where it gets to be 50 during the day and then it goes below freezing and then it's kind of crunchy in the morning. It's been pretty consistent, which is very nice. And what a great way to end the season. And what did you say, Megan? 26 days?
I know. Can you believe it's kind of making me a little nervous because now I'm working so much that I really want to get as many days as I can before the season closes. Yep, 26 days as of today. So,
I
are
know.
you getting out there?
Yeah, I was out there yesterday, and I can't wait to keep going back out for the last 26 days that we have.
I know. You know
It's
what?
very busy out there.
When I did the show with Heather and we were talking about that Friday could be that big snow day, she was already taking time out of work. She'd already
I
blocked
know.
off some time on her calendar to go skiing. And I might go skiing Friday afternoon too. We're just getting to that last couple weeks of the season, so you really got to seize the day and get out there and enjoy it. And you know what? I still think we do have some spring breakers here. I know that CU, University of Colorado, they're on break this week, so a lot of those kids that grew up here come back to their parents' house and like have a free vacation and ski a little bit. So we might see some, CU Buffs, Coach Prime jerseys out there on the hill. But what's it looking like right now? Are you just seeing kind of the workers heading in so far, or do you see people in their ski boots already getting out of the parking structure?
Yeah, we'll have a whole nother crew come in as for Easter week too.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think it's going to slow down until like Monday the 10th of April.
Yeah. Okay. I believe it.
A nice slow steady trickle of people coming in this morning. There's a few people in their ski boots. A lot of the employees are getting here, getting geared up, ready to open up the mountain for the day. All kinds of people. We see some people walking by right now, and I think it's going to start to pick up in just a few minutes around here.
All right, perfect. Well, you know what? Hey, let's take a 2 break. I'm going to come back with your Vail Daily headlines, your road report, and then we're going to talk to Michelle about an event that happened yesterday, Shift Runs. She was part of that fundraiser all day on the mountain and at the après ski party. So we'll give you details on that. So stay with Vail Valley Live.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the Outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to share with you an amazing place called the Colorado Welcome Center. We've got fabulous brochures on all the nearby places and towns and things to do right here while you're in Summit County and visiting the Outlets at Silverthorne. And of course, pick up your Elite Savings Card booklet, offering you fabulous discounts and a rewards program too. See you soon.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery is kind of a one-stop shop. We have everything in-house.
We have cast techs, MRI machines, x-ray of course right at the clinic, physical therapy right at our clinic.
I'm going to get to the bottom of what your diagnosis is with all the resources we have, and that's what we do.
At My Future Pathways, our mission is to be the helping hand that enriches and elevates the lives of youth and families of our valley so they can reach their full potential. Through our holistic approach, our tutoring service and programming strengthen our community, develop self-worth, create opportunities, and promote values. We are My Future Pathways.
We are back. Want to give you a look at today's headlines in the Vail Daily for March 29th. We're almost done with the month for your Wednesday. Grilling and chilling, that's what's on the cover today. People grill and chill Tuesday at Bell's Camp atop Blue Sky Basin in Vail. The weather was warm with blue skies, perfect weather for grilling and taking in the scenery. And if you've never been up to Bell's Camp, even if you're not even going to go out and grill, it is a great place to chill out and just take some photos. The views, you really feel like you could see forever up there, and it just has a different view, different kind of feel because of the style of the architecture of the buildings, of the lift towers. So definitely put that on your list. Could be a good day today to head back to Blue Sky Basin. But headlines for today: bills for wolf kills. Western Slope lawmakers introduced legislation that would compensate ranchers for livestock kills and allow them to use lethal action as a last resort. More on this on page A2. Also in today's paper, legislators take railway concerns to the Environmental Protection Agency. Bennett and Neguse, they call derailments shockingly common, citing the recent incidents. So more on this in today's paper. And then Vail formalizes naming process for landmarks. The town's criteria will help guide the naming of parks, buildings, plazas, and streets. So check that out in today's paper as well on page A4. And then a film series to screen The Last Tourist. So this is the latest entry in Walking Mountain's sustainable film series and explores the traveler's true costs to the environment. So when you think about traveling, airfare and going on the airplanes and the impacts it has, this is going to be a film that'll give a look at this. So find out where you can see this in today's Vail Daily. And then also Green Mountain Girls rout Huskies, 17-6. So defending state champs go on to an 8-0 run en route to a 17-6 win. So too bad Huskies. Hey, at least it warmed up for your afternoon to play a little lacrosse. You can find out more in the sports section on that. And then on page 810, you're going to always find Vail Live, Town Talk. And speaking of lacrosse, Vail Mountain School and Battle Mountain High School lacrosse teams stand together as one valley. You can see, I'm guessing that's in East Vail by the look at all the snow that's there. And then it's photo month. You can see Raymond Blees, he's an Edwards resident and photographer. He was involved with the Month of Photo events at Denver this March. And so he had a really cool photo, Joe Barry, Christian cowboy, in Prague, Oklahoma in 1987. So that's, you can see right there on the bottom. And then you can find your friends in Vail Live. You could always hashtag Vail Live and see if you get in the paper. But if you want to get into Town Talk, you could always email a photo and caption to towntalk@vaildaily.com. So grab your paper today. It's in newspaper dispensers from East Vail all the way down to Gypsum, or you can always just go online and find a lot of these stories there, archived stories as well, and breaking news alerts. I don't think we're going to hopefully see any breaking news alerts as far as weather-related accidents today, but there can always be accidents on I-70 and the surrounding roadways. But as far as your roads are concerned, nice and dry. Yesterday, a lot of things dried out, especially on the valley floor. Looking at East Vail, looking pretty calm. Even up by Vail Pass Summit, a lot of that snow did melt off yesterday, and I think we'll see a lot of that today. But keep in mind that a lot of that can refreeze overnight, so you want to be careful if you're going to be out and about in the evenings or the early morning hours. If you're concerned about traffic conditions, a good app to download is your seotrip.org. So seotrip.org has the app that you can get on your phone, and you can also go on your computer and listen to that as well. So, okay, there's a look at what we have going on outside and with the roads. Hey, and then don't forget also in today's paper, it is the summer preview. So we're talking about trails, streams, events, activities. There are so many concerts, be it Bravo, be it the Hot Summer Nights, arts festivals, what's going on with the golf club, even our après ski parties that are going to be going on April 7th, Friday, and April 8th, Saturday. Big Gigantic and DJ Pee Wee on Saturday, and Polo and Pan, and Louis Hoffman in Hazy on Friday, April 7th. So grab this in today's paper, and then I would keep this insert because it's going to be pretty much your guide into what's happening this summer. And there are so many concert announcements that we've already been talking about. So find out more. Grab today's paper. But let's bring it back outside. And we've got Michelle Cohen-Levy standing by. And we're going to talk a little bit about an event that she participated in yesterday. It was a big benefit for ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. And it's been happening up on Bell Mountain and beyond for the last couple of years. I had a chance to talk to Pam Schifrin just last week about this event, and she does this in honor of her brother who passed away in November of 2019 of ALS. And, I think a lot of us, we know someone, we've been touched by it, and we know how quickly this disease can take our loved ones. So it was kind of a cool event that they did on the mountain. Is she ready? All right, let's bring her in. All right, Michelle. So tell us about this. Did you get there bright and early and get those village bagels?
Yes, it was so much fun, Trisha. We went and we met with Pam on one of the decks out on the mountain on Vail, right near Avanti, and we got some delicious village bagel, the absolute best, and got to go hang out with all of these people that were there to support this really incredible cause. I think we did a ski down after doing a group picture, and I think there were maybe 100 of us
Wow.
that got to go down all in our purple t-shirts, all supporting shift runs and this amazing cause all together down the mountain.
Now, did you get to 20 runs? Because I know that's kind of the goal is to try to do 21 runs in one day. I know you had your kids with you. Did you? How many runs did you get?
Well, we tried really hard. I actually started out the day taking a photo of each one of the runs that we did, and I was numbering them. And we got to 12 runs,
Okay, that's
and
still good.
my 5, 7, and 9 year old. And so we didn't quite make it to 20, but we skied all day long and had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, yeah, perfect. And then, okay, tell us about the opera party. So that was probably a lot of fun too. Where was that?
That was a great time. After we all finished skiing for the day, we all headed out to Cucina, where there were drinks and amazing silent auction and raffle giveaways. I actually got very lucky and won the grand prize raffle. So I won a snowboard and a cooler. Super
What?
exciting.
Oh, that
And the
is so
girls were so
cool.
excited.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is
yeah, I had fun.
amazing.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And we also had some live music there by Nick and Natalie, friends
Yeah.
of mine, and they were amazing. It's always so much fun to listen to them. Cucina has live music every day, actually. So you got to head there every single day. Really awesome après specials and some local specials there. And it was super fun watching Nick and Natalie, and I got to get up on stage with them and sing and play a bunch of songs with them too.
Well, I'm sure you did. Did you bring your guitar or did you just hop on and sing a little?
I didn't bring my guitar, but fortunately, Nick and Natalie play a ton of instruments, and so they had some extras.
Okay, yeah, so you can pop in there. Yeah, and Michelle, let's talk a little bit about, yeah, not only being the cantor for B'nai Vale at the synagogue here, but you do a lot of gigs in the afternoons, and you play a lot of different locations, and you collaborate with a lot of these different artists, and I love our artist community. I think live music, I mean, beyond the obvious, the skiing in the winter and the hiking and biking in the summer, my favorite thing about the Vail Valley is the live music. And tell us about the venues that you play and kind of this whole community of musicians.
Yeah, I one of my favorite things about Eagle County is also the live music scene, and the musicians are just so incredible. I think one of my very favorite things is that oftentimes when you go to one of the open mics that's here in Eagle County, most of the musicians that are playing at the open mics are actually professional musicians. They're people who are getting paid to make music. It's such a great scene. Everyone's so supportive of each other. Like how I was talking about when I just showed up at Nick and Natalie's show and they just let me on stage. There's always someone around to lend you a guitar string if one of yours breaks. If I'm playing at Bridge Street Bar and I break a string, I could just run upstairs to Red Lion and say, hey, Andy, can I borrow one of your guitar strings? And everyone's so supportive and awesome. I love Sam B hosts open mics on Wednesdays at Prost in Avon.
Yeah.
And it's always just such a good time. There's an amazing open mic also Saturday nights at Loaded Joe's in Avon and hosted by Daniel, and
Oh, yeah.
just so much fun, so supportive, and amazing people to get
Now,
out and see.
now, what's your favorite style of music to play? Or does it depend on the venue? Do you kind of read the audience? Do you take a lot of requests? Like, what are your shows like?
Yeah, that's such a great question. It definitely very much depends on the time of day and the venue. You have to imagine that the shows that I'm playing at Powder 8, the music that I'm playing for all the kids and families there is very different from the music that I'm playing at 1:30 in the morning at Bridge Street Bar. So it very, very, very much depends. I do love taking requests. That's actually my preference. I don't ever go into a show with a set list.
Yeah.
I just kind of play whatever people want to hear, and that's one of my favorite things to do.
Okay. And then how old were you when you maybe started playing guitar or even started performing for other people? What was your journey like as a kid?
Yeah, I think I've kind of always been on stage. I have this very distinct memory of my mom doing Tupperware parties when I was very little. And I would just get up there with her while she was doing her presentation and be like, this is a spatula. um, and so I've kind of always been in front of people. I've never had any stage fright. I started playing guitar when I was about 14 years old. I went to Jewish summer camp growing up, and everyone there played guitar, and it just looked like so much fun. And so I kind of learned through all of my friends and counselors there, and I've kind of been performing my whole life.
Wow, that is amazing. Well, I love it. And you do have such a beautiful voice and you're a very talented musician. So are you playing someplace today? Can we find you later? Or where were you playing this week?
I don't have any shows today, and Trisha, this is terrible, but I never remember what my schedule is.
Well, I
So,
know you've got your website. Don't you have like what
yeah,
Michelle does or yeah, you've got your
yeah.
website?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can always find my performance schedule on whatmichelledoes.com, and not a music show, although I am going to be playing a song. But the Vail Valley Theater Company this Friday, we have a
Yes.
show coming up called Valley Voices, and it'll be similar to NPR's Moth Story Hour, where we'll get to hear a bunch of stories from all kinds of locals, 5 to 10 minute stories, a couple of songs that people will be sharing. And it'll be a great time. You can get tickets on the Vail Valley Theater Company website. I think it's just $10, and it'll be at Route 6. And that is such an awesome community that I am so happy to be a part of. So please come out and see us there as well this Friday night.
Yeah, you know what? The Vail Valley Theater Company is such a wonderful collection of talent, and I'm so glad that after COVID we've been able to get the in-person shows back. And I know you guys had so much fun with your Halloween show, and then I know Porchlight Players. That's the Down Valley version. They did the big show over the Valentine's Day holiday. So it's great to have an outlet for people to utilize their talents, and if they want to get up on stage, this is the place to be. So where is Valley Voices going to be this week on Friday?
Valley Voices will be hosted at Route 6, and we also recently started a monthly improv workshop. So anyone that wants to get involved, we hope to see you there.
Okay, all right, yes, and it's at the Vail Valley Theater Company, and theater is spelled with an R-E, not an E-R. So if you're trying to search
Yes.
it in the website, that's a good tip for you. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to let you guys roam the streets of Vail and see what you can find for us so you can report back on what you're seeing today, okay?
Awesome. Thanks so much, Trisha.
All right. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle Cohen-Levy, what a great talent. Everything that she does with B'nai Vail, with the Jewish synagogue here, but then all of our musical talents and theatrical talents as well. So, hey, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back with Ask the Doctor. We're going to be speaking to Miss Colorado as well this morning. So keep it tuned here at Vail Valley Live.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery stands for providing the highest quality of care to our unique patient population here in the mountains.
I think that what makes us unique is that we really are practicing groundbreaking techniques, yet, we practice it in a small town environment. Our patients are our neighbors, and our kids go to school with their kids.
I think every one of our docs treat their patients like their family. Our goal is to keep you active, doing the things you want to do, and we'll map out a road to success to get you there.
Love is in the air at the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. And we are going to wow you with some of the fabulous looks that we have to share with you today from J. Crew and Adidas. Let's take a look. Here's Rachel in J. Crew. I love her navy preppy blazer with striped lining, striped pink tee, amazing white jeans, white sneakers, and gorgeous pink ribbon earrings. With her savings card booklet, it'll be $197, saving $316. Here's Enza in J. Crew Kids with her denim jean jacket, her heart filigree tee, sweetheart leggings, heart necklace, and her white slip-on tennis shoes. Full outfit $101 with her savings card booklet. Wow, Liv, you look amazing in J. Crew sportswear line. From her fabulous striped button top, pink leggings, fleece jacket, pearlized headband, fingerless gloves, and her amazing tennis shoes with the pink and copper colors, all from the internet return. Her outfit, $145 outlet, fabulous. Kate is in Adidas in her pink hoodie, pastel leggings, black tote, and her white and pink running shoes. Her whole outfit would come to $138. Okay, Rachel, you look fabulous in your amazing full-length bubble coat from Guess. You've got your fabulous hoodie with the faux fur, and look at those adorable pearl gold shades. Whole outfit with the shades, $138. Here's Kate in Adidas with this black cropped jacket, $42. It's 40% off of their jackets. Here's Liv. She's in Guess in the most amazing puffer jacket with fleece detailing inside the hood. Love the black belt and the sunglasses. Jacket reduced to $65. And her shades are only $45 from $90. Love is in the air at the outlets at Castle Rock and Silverthorne. And just a reminder, be sure and pick up your savings card booklet at the outlets at Castle Rock in the food court at customer service and the outlets at Silverthorne at the Colorado Welcome Center. Love is in the air, and so are the discounts that you're going to find in the savings book. See you soon.
You're watching Ask the Doctor with VSON Alpine, and joining us now, we have Dr. Beam, who's coming in from Crested Butte this morning, and we're so excited to have you with us. And you've built a quite successful practice down in Southwest Colorado. So like you mentioned, you've got Crested Butte, Gunnison, Telluride, and there's lots of injuries. And why don't we get to the questions? We've got our little boot here with some questions from some actual real life people with real questions.
Fabulous.
So we'll start out with this one. How do I keep from tearing my ACL this winter?
That's an excellent question. So number one, you want to have good equipment that fits properly. So you want to make sure that your bindings are properly fitted to your height, your weight, and your skiing abilities. That's a big one. Number two, lessons are really important. And even if you're a great skier, if you learn how to fall properly, that's going to reduce your risk of ACL injury. Also, when you're starting to ski, warm up 3 to 5 minutes, run in place or do some jumping jacks if you don't care about looking goofy, and then do 1 or 2 runs that are kind of easy. Don't just jump into the back and do crazy stuff right away. So that's really important.
Okay, good advice. And you know what? One of our questions is about ski conditioning. It's how important is ski conditioning really? Like, can we just go off the couch here? And like, what sort of things can we do to mimic what we're going to experience on the slopes?
A lot of these injuries can be prevented if you're fit and if you strengthen the right muscles, you have the right flexibility, you have good core strength, you have good cardio. All these things can reduce your risk of injury.
I hear breaking your wrist is a common injury for snowboarders. What are some tips to avoid this injury?
Yeah, I'm so glad that question came up because I'm preaching all the time to the snowboarders. Wear wrist guards, wear wrist guards. And the literature has proven this. It shows that it can reduce risk of injury by 10-fold.
All right, I think this is our last question here. Okay, so this person is saying, I fell and hurt my knee. A week later, it's still painful. When should I see a doctor?
So if it's still painful a week later, see a doctor. However, if the day you injured it, you had a twist, for instance, you had a twisting fall, you felt or heard a pop, and your knee swelled within an hour or two, don't wait a week. See a doctor right away, okay? Because 70% of the time with that scenario, you just popped your ACL.
Your patients thank you, your future patients thank you, and sounds like you've got a great set of practices down there. And if we make it down there, maybe on the Epic Pass, head down to Crested Butte, a little pony ride. We know we'll be in good hands if we need your services.
Well, thank you. Hopefully you won't. Follow my recommendations and you won't, okay?
Yeah, perfect.
So.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Yes.
That's Dr. Beam with VSON Alpine.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
We are back with Vail Valley Live. It is much warmer this morning. Even 15 degrees makes a big difference. Yesterday it was 0 when we came in here to the station, but we're seeing more sunshine again today, and we're going to have temperatures back into the 40s, upper 40s, maybe even 50s down valley, and even up on the mountain, Beaver Creek and Vail, we're already in the upper teens, and we're going to see that just skyrocket as soon as that sun gets a little bit higher in the sky. Wear your sunscreen today, because especially in the afternoons, or maybe you take the neck gaiter off, or maybe you remove the ear flaps from your helmet, more skin is being exposed. So you definitely want to protect that skin. And don't forget the tip of the nose. Even though you've got the goggles on, oh, that little nose can still get some sunlight and can get a little red by the end of your stay here. Now for tomorrow, we'll have a little bit cooler temperatures, just in the lower 40s, a few more clouds, and the winds will kind of pick up a little bit in advent of the storm that'll be coming in on Friday. Now, Friday, we do drop our temperatures into the low 30s, and we're going to have snow, maybe even 3 to 5 inches throughout the day, and another 1 to 2 overnight. So it'll be a cloudy day, and the visibility will be a little bit what we call flat light. So definitely wear the goggles with a lighter lens if you have a choice. And then on Saturday, we'll see the sun return, highs back into the 40s, lows in the teens, and then a similar for Saturday or for Sunday. So we'll have 43 for your high that day, overnight low 25. So it's going to feel a little bit more like spring. I think once we get March done, well, finally some spring-like temperatures for March as we wind down the rest of the month. But accumulations, wow, look at, if we add it all up, we can maybe see 10 inches throughout the next 5-6 days. And same thing for Vail and Beaver Creek. So, and then the next time for a chance of showers, we'll see that on Tuesday. So that's a look at your weather, brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail. And don't forget, on Thursdays, they've got the yurt right out here with the music. Really a neat, it's the Moet Chandon Champagne Yurt. So check that out if you're looking for something to do for après ski. And pay attention to the crawl that's at the bottom of the screen here. It's going to let you know it's been groomed in the last 24 hours. And our lifts open at 8:30 on both mountains. And Vail did extend their hours just about 2 weeks ago to close at Friday. To close on Friday the 17th. It extended its hours to close at 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. is the front side of Vail Mountain. The back bowls and Game Creek Bowl close at 3:30, and then Blue Sky Basin closes just before that. So plan your day accordingly so you don't try to go all the way to Blue Sky Basin only to get one run in before they close some of those lifts. Over at Beaver Creek, their main mountain, so Centennial and the Haymeadow Express, Gondola, Strawberry Park, that closes at 4, but areas like Arrowhead and Basher Gulch, those close at 3:30. But let's bring it out to Megan and find out a little bit about some events going on this weekend. And Megan, we have Project Funway, and I love when they completely transform Dobson Arena, which has been the home of Yeti hockey and the ice bumper cars and, fun activities for the kids on the ice. That's going to look like a fashion show runway for Project Funway.
Yeah, Project Funway is really an awesome evening for everybody to come out and enjoy. Great family. People buy tickets. You can get $45 bleacher seats, or you can get the table and have dinner with that. Like a little buffet kind of dinner and a cocktail. And the Funway, it's like Project Runway. You have all these models come out in these get-ups that are really awesome. I sent some pictures in. I'm not sure if Leah brought them up, but there's last time I was there was a picture of here we go. There's a picture of cell phones, and there was another one with macaroni, and there was a gentleman that had a suit that was all guitar picks. So, and the judges are real, they're pretty picky, and they pick the winner, and I can't wait to see who wins this year. So I will be there. It's on the bleach. I'll be sitting in the bleachers. You going to the show?
Oh, yeah. Well, I got to see. We got some friends coming into town, so I got to find out what the plan is. But, this is a great event. It's a wonderful fundraiser for the Education Foundation of Eagle County, EFEC. So it's going to be fun. And, they've outgrown all their venues. Ty Diaz and I, we were judges for this a long time ago with Trista Sutter when they started out, and this was when they were in the pavilion at Eagle Vale, and then they moved to Donovan Pavilion, and then they moved to the Weston's Ballroom, and they just kept on outgrowing venue after venue, and so now they're at one of the biggest places you can go, and I like how they have that bleacher seating, or if you want to get a VIP table and be right down there, and all that. There's a lot of different options for people to go. But then another thing going on this weekend. So Michaela is coming to town, so she is going to
Yes.
be here on Sunday. So this should be a neat thing for everyone to attend. It's a free event, and this will be outdoors at Solaris, so a lot of people can come to this.
Yeah. So that's Sunday at the Solaris at 4 o'clock. So that is going to be it's going to rally everybody to come together and celebrate her winning. And it's going to be really a perfect, I think that this weekend the weather should be cooperating with us as well. So
Yeah.
it'll be dynamite to kind of see her in person. She's back home. We can, hopefully we get high fire. She's walking through, getting up to the stage. So
Yeah.
that should be a real nice celebration for Michaela Schifrin. Another thing we do need to mention, because we have so many things happening this weekend, is MS,
Oh yeah.
skiforms.org. And that's real important. That's, once a year, there's a big snowboard ski event, and Johnny Mosley is one of the hosts, and it's, that's Saturday all day. So they ski, it's a vertical challenge. So you really want to get your vertical feet in there. And then they have this huge operate party at the Express Lift, which is right here at Mountain Plaza. And they'll have swags, and they'll have raffles and auction items. And I've been to that event several times, in the past. So it's good to have that back, that MS. So please sign up for that. It is $50 to register for that event. So definitely, I think we need to keep that, support that. It's a huge fundraiser. It helps many, many families, throughout Colorado that, need that financial assistance with, MS. So
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I'd
and
like to encourage people to participate in that.
exactly. And MS is such a mysterious disease, multiple sclerosis. There is no cause, there's no cure. And so, what a Can Do MS has done for years, and it used to be called the Jimmy Huga Foundation, because Jimmy Huga was diagnosed early on in his ski racing career. And back in the day, that's when doctors would kind of tell you, okay, just lead a sedentary lifestyle, And Jimmy was like, nope, like, I'm not going to do it that way. And he really revolutionized the way that MS was then treated from that point on. And so the reason they call it Can Do MS is they focus on things that those living with MS can do versus all the things they can't. And I love that Johnny Mosley is coming back because he just brings the stoke, he brings the party, and he's always dressed in some fun, colorful outfit, and you get
Outfit. Yeah.
and you get to ski with him and everything. So it is a really fun day, and $50 is just a small price, small investment to really help the future of what's going on with these people with MS, and to get to enjoy the party. And you mentioned the swag and everything that people are going to get, and that's nice that they're going to be right at Express Lift. That's a great location. It's right at the base of Pepe's Face and the runs that you'll be coming down, and you'll ski all day and then come to the party afterwards.
Yeah, you could do the MS, all day, and then you can go to Project Funway on Saturday night, and then ski Sunday, and then go celebrate Michaela Schifrin. We have a huge weekend of fun this weekend.
Oh yeah, and that we have even more events going on. The ultimate Avon Après Ski. There's so many things happening
right,
this
the beer
weekend.
fest.
So, all right, but hey, Megan, I know we got to let you go because you got to find Miss Colorado. So we're gonna let you go find Savannah, and then we're gonna take it to a commercial break. But yes, we have Miss Colorado. She's gonna be talking about her social impact and her talks at the different schools that she's been doing and her ties to the Vail Valley. So stay with us.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpack.org.
Moet vending for life's spontaneous, festive moments. Celebrate at the Grand Hyatt Vail.
Welcome to Nap Harvest. We are showcasing healthy habits, and you can start right here feeding your family healthy organic vegetables and fruits that are seasonal and local. They're all the way from Arizona with our wonderful, beautiful citrus fruits that we sneak across the border for. But don't forget our nap mushrooms, grown at 9,000 feet. Mushrooms are chock full of benefits for you. And then also the microgreens, also chock full of vitamins. Come see us at Nap Harvest in Eagle Ranch on Sylvan Lake Road next to Color Coffee. We're open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturdays and Sundays, 10 to 4.
Join us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and watch Vail Valley Latino. Our goal is to elevate the voices of the Latino community in the Eagle River Valley and provide a platform to speak with local businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs, creatives, and much more. Find the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Outside Television Channel 17. We are Vail Valley Latino.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery, keeping you active. Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. Let's give you a quick look at the weather, and then we're going to let you know about some Valar Performing Arts Center shows coming up. What an improvement over yesterday. We're seeing 15 degrees above zero at this hour. Yesterday, boy, what a chilly start to the day. But it ended up being into the 40s by later on in the afternoon. We'll be back in the 40s today. In fact, a few degrees warmer, even 50s, probably down valley. Up on the mountain, 19 degrees at Beaver Creek, and Vail is seeing 18 degrees. So once this lift starts rolling, we'll be near 20 degrees, which is a great improvement over yesterday. Now, what we're going to see for the next couple of days, tomorrow we'll see a little bit of sunshine and our temperatures drop just a little bit into the lower 40s. And then on Friday, that's when we're going to start to see the snow move in. So we can maybe see 3 to 5 inches for your Friday, and a high only of 30 degrees. So it'll be cooler, but that's okay. We'll take the new snow. And in fact, but when it's all said and done, we can maybe get maybe an inch on Thursday, 6 to 7 inches on Friday, and then maybe another inch on Saturday. So we could possibly see 8 to 10 inches by the time we're through with the week. As we start out the first month of first month of April, April Fool's Day, we'll see sunshine on your Saturday and sunshine on your Sunday as well, with highs in the 40s again. So we are going to start seeing some spring skiing, even though it's been a cold and kind of cloudy and snowy winter. We'll see a little bit of sun today. So enjoy that. It could be a great day to go back to Blue Sky Basin, maybe do some grilling, or even the grills that are up at the top of chairs 4, 5, and 11 on that Hawk's Nest deck. So this weather brought to you by Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. Pay attention to the crawl that we have for you at the bottom of the show right here, the screen. And right now we've got Vail Groomers. We also will list out Beaver Creek's Groomers. I think it'll be a great groomer day today and a good day to head into the back bowls. Visibility is going to be fantastic. So no matter where you go, I think you're going to have a lot of fun. But a few more things going on in the evenings. The Valar Performing Arts Center, it's celebrating 25 years. What a great gem that we have in the Rockies. And it really was the first of its kind. A theater of that size, 530 seats, to be built within a resort. It wasn't like it was already existing in a town. Like, of course, we've got the Wheeler in Aspen, but Aspen was a mining town. Beaver Creek was started in 1980. So to have the foresight to build the theater underneath the ice rink at that was a pretty revolutionary. So we're going to just quickly go through some of the shows for this week. So Garrison Keillor, that is going to be on Thursday night. So if you remember him from Minnesota Public Radio and Lake Wobegon, he just has this fun delivery, just this kind of, slow delivery radio style show. He'll do a little stand up. He'll do a little singing probably. He's got a full program to let you know about the happenings at Lake Wobegon and growing older. That's kind of his shtick right now, is talking about growing older. So that'll be at 6:30, March 30th, Thursday night. Tickets are still available, and there's even student pricing. And then a few other shows going on. We have Colorado Symphony is doing Petite Musique, and this is a stars performance, but it is open to the public. It's for families. This will be on April 2nd, Friday at 4 p.m. But how cute, just around springtime and Easter, doing a little with Peter Rabbit. And then we've got Cirque Flip Fabrique presents Muse, and they are going to be in here at Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. They're out of Quebec City. It's just an magic circus troupe. So this will be a real fun show. Tickets still available for this, so check this out on Villar's website for you. But we're going to take it back outside now. We have been anxiously awaiting the return of Miss Colorado. So let's bring it out to Megan and find out a little more.
So, hey, Trisha, we have a special guest in the we have Miss Colorado 2022, Savannah Kavanaugh.
Hello, hi, Trisha. How are you doing?
Great to see you, and what a beautiful morning out there. And I'll let you guys take it away.
Well, we are psyched to have you here. This is your first appearance back since you were here at the 4th of July parade, so we're really excited that you took the time to come meet us at Vail Daily Live.
Of course. Yes, I'm so excited to be back. I've had a great, since I saw you last, I feel like time has flown, and I've had so many wonderful opportunities and things I've done, and I'm so excited that I only have 2 more months left, and a lot of it is actually going to be spent out here in the Valley. I really wanted to focus a lot of my efforts. Last time, I know a lot of Miss Colorados originally are from Denver, maybe Colorado Springs, and don't get the chance to come out here as much. And so that was something I was really excited about with me winning, is getting to go to some of these smaller towns that I think Miss Colorado doesn't get to visit as much.
I bet it's just so incredible to wear a crown and then walk into the schools. And I know you are doing a lot. What does actually Miss Colorado entail? Can you tell us? Because some people don't even know what that entails. Will you tell us what it is?
What don't I do is a good question, but I think I can summarize it in 3 different things. So there's, of course, the competition. So going to Miss America, getting ready for Miss America, hosting Miss Colorado this upcoming Memorial Day weekend. But then there's also the service aspect of it. So my social impact is called Healthy Lungs, Healthy Life. I'm a national ambassador for the American Lung Association, and I work a lot with the Colorado chapter, going into schools, spreading awareness about lung health and vaping and smoking and tobacco use. And so that's what I'm focusing on right now. That's why I'm here. I'm doing a school presentation today. And then the last part is kind of this fun community events kind of side. I've gotten to shoot the first shot at a Nuggets game. That was really fun. I get to go out in the community, get to go to different kind of community events and kind of just meet people and spread awareness. But, I won $10,000 by becoming Miss Colorado. And so that's a big part to me, is that scholarship is so important of this organization, and kind of being a representative of our state in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, that social impact is real important, because educating these children and even adults, the dangers and risk of vaping. So we need you, and we would love to help with any kind of mission that you have going forward.
Yeah.
I know you did the Run for the Rocks, and you did the Rocky, they had to rock the stadium, run the stadium. We could do Run Vail.
I know. We need to set up something really fun for next summer to get, this part, because like I said, everything is based in Denver. And so doing something really fun, some sort of run would be an amazing idea, and get, awareness in some other part of the state. We actually have 2 really fun events coming up in Denver. One is, so they do Fight for Climb in the big building, which is kind of what you think of going up now. But one coming up is at Rocky Stadium, and then we have a gala as well. So lots of busy things with American Lung Association. Of course, the social media aspect is something fun that I always focus on as well.
Oh, neat. Patricia, do you have any questions for our beautiful guest here?
Well, hey, Megan, hey, it's so good. Yes, Savannah, it's so great to have you back in town and everything. And so I know that we saw each other, of course, at the 4th of July parade, but I actually saw Savannah at the Phil Long show, probably about a month ago. And she did get up on stage with him. She sang a little for him. And so it was so neat. And that was what you did for your talent at the Miss America competition. Didn't you sing? Was it yesterday by the Beatles? Was that your song?
So I won Miss Colorado with Yesterday by the Beatles.
Oh.
And then I sang White Fire by Miranda Lambert at Miss America. So I kind of switched it up and went country, which is fun because I got my MBA at Vanderbilt. So I have this kind of Nashville storyline going on as well, getting to spend 2 years there for my MBA. But that was so fun. I actually love to take people to Phil Long if they've never been before, because that's something that I've just always done, and I think it's fun, especially in the summers or after a long day of skiing. So that was so fun that we got to run into each other.
I know.
There.
Yes.
That's my outlet. I don't know.
I love it. Yeah, the Miranda outlet. Oh my gosh.
It was very Carrie Underwood esque. So that was my vibe.
Yes, and then I know that we're kind of. It's amazing how fast this year has gone. So the next Miss Colorado competition, will that be in May or June? And then
Yes, she'll be crowned on May 27th. So it's a Thursday through Saturday, Memorial Day weekend. That's when I got crowned last year too, and it's super exciting. I encourage anybody that's interested. We actually are still taking people that are interested in competing. And I encourage them to go to MissColorado.com if you're interested in going to watch or even competing. If you have a friend, family, like I said, I won $10,000 in scholarship at Miss Colorado, and then I won an additional $4,000 at Miss America. So, I mean, that's a lot of money for a lot of people looking for a way to pay for their education.
And she gained 51 new friends.
Yes.
You know, she's got all these friends everywhere.
They are so excited to come visit me. They're like, I will say Missouri's not offering up for us to go visit her, but there's a lot of pressure on me for getting to come host all the girls, for sure.
Well, yeah. And
I'll go with you to Phil Long.
Yeah. I'll bring them all to Phil Long. We got some really good singers, too. You would be very impressed.
Oh, that would be a sight to see. You know, we could get everyone up there and we could sing a group song or something. Phil would love that. We'll have to do that. Okay, and then Savannah, just one more question real quick. So I know that you're working pretty much full time during all this. So it's amazing. You've got a lot of responsibilities. How are you juggling it all?
Oh, I'm about to go run and jump on a call right after this. I think that it's called balance and really just being on top of your schedule and timing and scheduling. I think being proactive is really good. I actually received a promotion last week, which is really exciting. And I think really proud of it because it's been such a hard year, just having a full-time job and being Miss Colorado, but it makes me feel really good that I was able to do such a good job at both at the same time. So I would say balance and just really being good with your time. And I have a really understanding company as well that value work-life balance. And, I don't think working from home is a traditional 9 to 5 anymore. I think it's, it can be a lot longer or shorter depending on what your schedule is, especially if you're a mom or something like that too.
Yeah. Okay.
Congratulations on her promotion. I know you might want to be a professor. She's got her MBA, so you got the world.
Yeah.
For you.
Sky is the limit. Yes.
Right. So I have a question. So what do you do with your crown after, do you keep it? Does it go in a jewel case? You get it? Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in like a shadow box. So I'm definitely I'm gonna frame my Carrie Underwood outfit in a nice little shadow box, and I'll probably have one right next to it with the sash and the crown and stuff like that. I want to be able to still pull it out just in case, you know, something fun needs to be used for it. But it will definitely be hanging on a wall somewhere.
Oh, such a great accomplishment. And thank you, Savannah, for representing Colorado. And I know that we had a Miss Outstanding Teen. She was in the parade as well. And, you know, it just, you ladies just do a great job representing our state and you know, pushing for your causes. And I think your cause is so noble, especially with, you know, vaping and everything being so popular and not really seeming like it's not that bad for you because it's strawberry flavored or whatever it is. And it's like, no, it's actually pretty damaging to your lungs. So thank you for going to the schools and talking about that.
I'm hoping that next year's girl gets to meet you guys too. I'm hoping that I can set it up so that hopefully you can do an interview with the girl that takes over my job, maybe around 4th of July as well.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do it. Okay. All right. Thanks, ladies. All right, thank you.
Listen, I love her. She's beautiful.
Yes, she is. Okay, awesome. So Savannah Kavanaugh are our Miss Colorado for 2022. And as she mentioned, on Memorial Day weekend, that's where Miss Colorado's, the competition for 2023 will be happening. Applications still being accepted. And, you know, Savannah has told me that she meets so many extraordinary and accomplished women that do participate in this. And it just kind of catapults them. They get a little bit of that scholarship money, and it just is a platform to really network and share your talents and share your passions with the rest of the state and the rest of the nation. Hey, we'll be right back. We've got just a bit more of Vail Valley Live.
Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery is kind of a one-stop shop. We have everything in-house.
We have cast techs, MRI machines, x-ray, of course, right at the clinic, physical therapy right at our clinic.
I'm going to get to the bottom of what your diagnosis is with all the resources we have, and that's what we do.
At My Future Pathways, our mission is to be the helping hand that enriches and elevates the lives of youth and families of our valley so they can reach their full potential. Through our holistic approach, our tutoring service and programming strengthen our community, develop self-worth, create opportunities, and promote values. We are My Future Pathways.
Well, it's a party at Vail Valley Live this morning. If you're at the top of Bridge Street, you know what we're talking about because we have Megan Wright. We also have Michelle Cohen-Levy joining us today and Miss Colorado, Savannah Kavanaugh. So let's have everybody say goodbye. Oh my gosh, it's so fun to see you all out there. And hey, Michelle, now you're a fellow singer. So have you ever sang? Do you sing Carrie Underwood or the Beatles?
I do. I have both of those in my repertoire just in case there's a request.
Okay, perfect. Megan, do you do any singing? Should we guys have you sing us out?
But I can dance.
Okay, perfect. Well, no, it's so great to have
dancers.
Okay, yeah. Meredith or you could be the backup dancers, and we'll have these ladies do the singing. But such a fun show today. It's Tuesday. There's a lot going on. We've got Après Ski this afternoon. We've got the Village History Walking Tours today at 11. So many great things to enjoy. But I want to thank you all. How does it feel? Is it very cold? I don't see your breath.
I was just trying to keep the warm,
But
keep the body moving.
It looks like it'll end up being a beautiful day here. It's much warmer than it was yesterday. The sun is shining. The snow looks amazing. You got to get out here. It's gorgeous.
There's 26 days left. How many, are you going out there?
Oh yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna try and I have to be in Denver for the rest of the week, so maybe I can make it back like next weekend and get some days in. Maybe I'll take a day off of work.
You should.
Yeah.
You do.
Well, and And Savannah, because I know that your parents are up here, and you haven't missed a Beaver Creek opening day in like 5-6 years. So I mean, you're well versed in the area. Have you been up to ski much this winter? I know you're pretty busy with all of your travels.
I've definitely done less this year than most years. Usually I can get around 20 something days in, and I'm probably only in the 10 range right now.
Yeah.
So in my, I haven't gone much, but to a lot of other people, they probably think that's a lot of skiing. So I usually ski in the front half of the year anyways. I usually do like a lot in like November, December, January. And so I've really enjoyed the couple spring days I've gotten in this year though, because they've been so beautiful.
I
And
know.
lots of snow.
It's been a great day.
We have one more question. Because, on Facebook, Miss America, it says you're Miss Beaver Creek. How did that all begin? Just really quickly. I know we're trying to wrap up.
So Colorado's a little different because of the weather. We don't do locals anymore because it was like locals were happening in Denver and then I-70 shuts down and nobody can get across the state. And so you got to actually choose what title you wanted to be. And so I, of course, wanted to be Beaver Creek because I thought it would be, something. Of course, we hang that title in our house now and make it a fun, little piece of decoration and whatnot. So people will put it on and say that they're Miss Beaver Creek whenever they come over. So it's fun. I picked it up.
Love it.
Okay, I love it too, Miss Beaver Creek. All right, and then hey, Michelle, you were just out there yesterday. What was skiing well? Where would you recommend people go today, based on what you felt yesterday?
Absolutely everything was incredible yesterday. We looped Avanti a bunch of times, and the conditions were just gorgeous. The swimmers were amazing, the creeks were amazing. We did Game Creek Bowl, and that was really awesome. Today you really can't go wrong, so just get out here and have a great time.
Okay, I know. Megan, maybe you and I need to call in sick to work because we need to go skiing today.
Yeah. So I'm already busted.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks so much, you guys. We gotta go. We gotta get things going for the rest of our day. But thanks everyone for watching, and thank you, Savannah, for coming on. And best of luck in your last couple months as being the Miss Colorado 2022. We appreciate all that you do.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.